Alright, walk around, meet our new crew, see what's up, see what's going on. Just do some general exploration. We also have to make
Hey,
some... Oh,
can you drop by the biolab?
I mean, I'm gonna drop by everywhere, probably. Research Center. No, I gotta build some... They made some new armor for me or something, right? Oh, this is strike teams. No. Development. So you made some new armor. No, to the chest, please, right? Initiative chest 2. Oh, I can't afford it. It needs beryllium, apparently, and titanium. Standard issue, Andromeda Initiative, Hartsu, blah blah blah. Maverick Skirmisher. Nothing elegant about this patchwork. Mixes material technology from Helios cluster and microframe computer, blah blah. Pathfinder chest 2. Just need platinum, huh? Deep Space Explorer armor. Encounter XP. I mean, some good stuff here. Oh, what is this? Agility mode. Can I even get any of these? No, we need like lots of stuff. Alright, I'll be back, I guess. What's up in the bio lab? What do you
Nice
got?
place you found.
Clean
You got
air,
a dog?
plants,
No, bottle.
helps me think.
Something on your mind?
Maybe.
Whoa, take it easy.
Your biotics always do that when you're maybe stressed?
I got it. I'm good. I don't normally lose it like that. A huntress should have better control.
Yeah, probably.
Huntress?
Another term for an Asari commando. I was one, before the initiative. Some things stick, though. Like losing the old man.
I'm still here. We all lost something. You and Asari commando.
How does a human soldier get to serve with Asari?
We knew that, but
Prove your
you can tell
biotics
me.
can rip an APC apart, and people get nervous. Funny that. The Alliance found me a cross-species military initiative in a hurry. Sent me to Thessia to serve with the Huntress unit. One of the few places where my powers were welcomed. Your father made another one.
You knew him well?
You were his second in command. Were you friends, too?
He was more a mentor than a friend. Prickly old bastard. But I respected that. People treat geniuses like they're made of cut glass. I didn't care how smart he was. I think he liked someone not caring.
I mean, I'm here. We can talk,
I
yeah.
know it's not the same, but I'm a good listener.
I hope you're as good at being Pathfinder.
Hey, come on. I made it
I
viable.
said I wouldn't get in the way. And I meant it. But I prepped for years as your father's second. Then he chooses you? An untrained Pathfinder and all this mess to fix? The hell was he thinking?
I mean, I understand, but, you know.
Is this going to be a problem, Cora?
I don't want a rival. Just answers. It's done. Best I can do now is be your second. Keep your father's mission alive. Then maybe we'll all get what we came out here for.
We'll be good together. Ooh. 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 Well, I mean, I haven't met any Quarians yet. That's who I went with. I mean, the first time I went with an Asari. Although I was trying to, you know, get with the human lady. But apparently I did something wrong in that game. I mean, Asari Commando... you know what? Sure, we'll be good together. Why not?
You, me, side by side? I like the sound of that.
Don't be charming when I'm mad at you.
Great.
Are you? You're not glowing. Blushing, maybe.
Look, there's still the mission. A lot of dreams to fulfill.
What did you come for? It won't be easy. What did you come for?
So what brought you out to Andromeda?
Yeah.
Biotics like this. Thinking like an Asari huntress. I never had a place. Best I could be was a useful freak. The initiative was meant to be different. Will be different if this mission succeeds. So I'm seeing it through. It's quiet in here. I can keep the plants watered.
Where
while I
are the
work.
plants are there? Yeah. Okay.
First job, see if there's any news on the Asari Ark. If they made it, we could use some Asari expertise. If you want to talk, I'll be here.
I want to talk. That's what I'm here for, right? Talk to everyone.
Back again?
Anyone special? Not
Did you
direct.
come out here with anyone? Maybe someone you served with?
I had my fun on shore leave. Nothing serious, though. Asari huntresses figure things out, but I was there for soldiering, not romance.
What about now?
You're not technically military anymore.
Can't get anything past you, can I?
Nope. What about your career?
You were in the Alliance before you became a huntress, right? What made you join up?
Biotic
My
powers?
biotics.
Yep.
I was still living on my parents' cargo freighter when they manifested. Untrained biotic power on a starship means accidents, but we couldn't afford a tutor. The Alliance had implants, the training, everything. Old history now. Your turn. Remind me why you came to Andromeda.
I spent years watching pioneers go through the Arcturus mass relays. Off to glory, while I stayed behind. Then Dad's career collapsed. His AI research made him too toxic.
I heard. Must have changed everything for your family.
I wanted adventure. Nah, give me a fresh start.
We needed to start over somewhere new together. Or as together as we could. So, Andromeda.
None of you writers ever think small, do you?
Nope. What about your commandos?
What did you do while you were part of the Asari military?
4 years in a commando unit called Talane's Daughters. Part of the Council's cross-species military integration initiative. You probably had a more exciting time defending that Arcturus relay.
Probably
But we
not.
did good work.
Yeah.
Peacekeeping is a full-time job, even in Asari space.
Tell me about your unit, yeah.
What was your commando unit like?
Janae and I were the youngsters. Tethys was our old lady sniper. Kalia patched us up, and Valenza prayed between firefights. Our CO, Nasira, led us all over the Athena Nebula and beyond. A huntress's work is never done.
It's in the Saris. Soldiers are always needed, yeah.
Every civilization needs its defenders.
And the defenders usually match their civilization, like Asari huntresses being adaptable as hell. Makes you wonder what our militia will look like in 100 years.
What about the Asari Ark?
How's the search for the Asari Ark going?
The Lucinia? Checking every comm that's coming in. Nothing concrete yet.
Alright, what about give me some war stories?
After 4 years with Asari commandos, you must have some great war stories.
Nasira assassinated a Krogan warlord with a pack of playing cards once.
Really?
A pack of cards?
Choking hazard, apparently.
Wow.
Can you give me more?
Any more commando war stories?
Always liked Janae. She was only 200, and with me around, she wasn't the kid anymore. She was a biotic protege. I once saw her yank an AA gun right off its housing, crushed a gang of slavers with it.
Ouch.
They didn't feel it for long. Janae was a good friend. Maybe she still is back there. Won't be a kid now, though.
Nope. 200 means she would be like this 800 years. 900? Close to the... She would be the matron.
Any more commando war stories?
Not just now. I'll try to remember a good one.
Again?
Any more commando war stories?
Not just now. I'll try to remember a good one.
Alright, goodbye.
See you later, Cora.
I'll be here.
I can keep asking you for more war stories and about the Asari Ark. Alright. You can scan this. Ghost Framework. Data. Generated image. Human visual spectrum. Inspiration. Work by B. Lowe. Fractal imagery. Various. Analysis. I generated this image in my early iterations while learning visual recognition. When Cora saw it, she believed it had artistic merit, and Alec Ryder gave her this copy as a gift. Interesting. I didn't know you could paint. I mean, I guess you were learning alongside a human to be like a human. Makes sense. That you would do painting and the like. Well, that's a bunch of weapons. Is the Krogan here? Probably not in this. It looks like a tech lab. Yeah, it's a tech lab. He'll probably be down in wherever the hell the weapons are actually stored. Not where they are made. Open up, please. I am the commander.
Pathfinder rider to engineering. Repeat, rider to engineering. Shit, is this thing on?
Here I am in engineering.
Pathfinder making the rounds. Slumming it, huh? Want to see how the riffraff are making out?
This isn't slumming it.
Hey, this is the most important part of the ship.
Whoa, don't tell me they put someone smart in charge for a change. I am at your command.
Just want to see how things are going with the ship.
I can coax more out of this baby than some might think, but we shouldn't go too far or push too hard between Nexus stops. For now. It just feels good to be stretching our wings, you know? Locked in idle too long, you start to drift. People, same as ships. Stuck on the Nexus, gotta say, I was regretting joining the Initiative.
You and many others.
I doubt you were the only one.
Yes, but it's a new thing for me, regret. I tend to live the way I work. Kind of feel it, do it. Not a lot of close ties, no real sense of purpose. Figured maybe I'd find my true calling in Andromeda. Then I got here and, oops, I just made a decision there's no turning back from.
That's right.
I was going nuts on that station. You can't know how jazzed I was when you showed up.
I don't swing that way, sorry. Well, not me specifically, I'll be fine purpose. Not me specifically. Yeah.
You mean how jazzed you were that a Pathfinder showed up?
Tomato, potato.
Great.
You just keep pointing this ship wherever you want it to go, and I'll make sure she can get there. Deal?
Deal.
Alright, Gil Brody. Oh, journey so far. Crew like no other. Cora Harper. You socialized a little with Cora, learning more about her background as a biotic and a sidekick. Oh, because it matters talking to them. Nice. That is good. You've left Gil to his job taking care of the Tempest systems, which means it seems to be keeping him busy. I guess if I talk to him now more, I'll get to know him more. Known associates. Gil Brody. Here we go. Technical officer Gil Brody is chief engineer aboard the Tempest. After traveling to Andromeda aboard the Nexus, records show that Gil was woken from stasis roughly a year ago to assist with construction efforts before prepping the Tempest itself. There are no records of Gil's early life. He explains he was an undocumented street kid from one of Earth's megapolis cities. Though unschooled, Gil likely showed a remarkable aptitude for mathematics and spatial reasoning, since at 10 he often broke into a local scrapyard to dismantle and repair destroyed shuttle engines. In time, he was caught and sentenced to a steady job. Great. Gil's mechanical expertise eventually drew him off-world to numerous colonies across the Milky Way. His unconventional work drew the attention of Vetra Nix, who agrees she was always on the lookout for new contacts. Vetra claims she persuaded Gil to join the Initiative. Gil claims he won Vetra's initiative clearance in a poker game and exchanged it for a guaranteed seat along with his friend Jill. He remains an invaluable member of the Tempest crew. I put on the console. Put that off again. Hello, Gil. Let me socialize a little.
Long time no chat. What's up?
The Nexus.
How tough was it on the Nexus all those months?
Have you ever eaten overcooked space cow tongue?
No.
Can't say I have.
Well, let me tell you, it's tough. Wondering if you're gonna die from a critical malfunction, or maybe starvation, imagining which would be worse. But hey, you could always take a break from the fear and boredom to dwell on being a part of the biggest failure in galactic history.
Hey.
Maybe even participate in a revolt.
What was your take on that?
I didn't place any bets, if that's what you're asking. Truth is, I don't think anyone made out particularly well. Whatever side you're on, you die a little when your brother, your teammate, becomes an enemy. We traveled all this way, all hope and wonder, and we end up fighting with each other over scraps. It's sad.
Any friends?
What's your social circle like?
I'm good for a laugh, so I know lots of people, but I don't let too many in. My one true friend is stationed on the Nexus. She's the only piece of the Milky Way I brought with me.
Jill,
The
right?
more you and I get to know each other, the more you'll probably hear about her.
What about the Tempest?
I hear we have you to thank for getting the Tempest space ready so quickly.
Vetra brings her impossible feats to me. I was itching to get this particular call. Capital R ready. Don't tell her, but the truth is, I fudge reports to come in early, then bust ass in secret to make up for it. Expands the Gil legend. Plus, I convey calm and assurance, and the whole team relaxes, which helps them do their jobs better.
As long as you bust her ass to make up for it. Yeah.
Seems like we have a good group here.
Well, Vetra and Suvi are my girls. Get along well. Lots of mutual respect. PB's a real spark plug. I like her, but she's exhausting. And Drax's my kind of guy. Brash. Takes no shit. As far as your Hyperion peeps go, the Doc's kinda nosy. Liam's good for a laugh or two. Cora, she's a bit by the book for me.
Hi, Doc's nosy. Liam's good for a laugh. Cora, she's a bit by the book. We do need that.
By the book keeps us alive.
Hey, variety's the spice of life, right? Different strokes makes for healthy debate.
What about Callow?
He's a pilot.
Which means...
He flies the ship.
He doesn't
We're
like
leaving it
Kala.
at that then?
Does a Pathfinder know what to do with a dead end?
Great. Talk to you later.
Good talking to you, Gil.
Anytime.
This will update the Gil one, because I've socialized with him, right? Gil Brody. Well, I spoke to him. Update. I can scan the core. OZ Drive Core. OZ Drive Core ITCA variation. Resolution Service Ship Tempest 2527. Current functionality optimal. Analysis. The Tempest Drive Core is designed for long distance operation and to maximize thruster efficiency. And we got intel about that as well. Which I can't believe I didn't scan it. Standard ship drive cores build up static electricity and require periodic discharge on a planet or at specialized facilities to prevent static from building to dangerous levels. With few such suitable discharge points in dark space, the Odyssey Drive Core was developed for the Ark's long-haul journey to Andromeda. The Tempest Drive Core is an experimental small-scale variant based upon the original design. The Odyssey Out-Galaxy Distributed Static Sink Drive Core is designed to minimize static buildup and transfers the remaining charge to specially designated capacitors attached to the core. The recycled electricity is used to run ship systems, reducing power requirements and lowering heat generation. Across galaxy, the arcs gathered hydrogen using an electromagnetic ram scoop, converting it into protons with an ionizing laser. Proton collision in the arc's fusion reactors provided power for their thrusters. The Tempest thrusters run on conventional helium-3, though initiative breakthroughs in fuel efficiency means their helium-3 requirements are drastically lowered. Interesting. So I guess we always had this, even in Mass Effect 1, 2, 3.
Hey, Ryder. What's the story?
Even if we
Good
failed,
talking to you, Gil.
Anytime.
humanity would not be wiped out completely because these guys would eventually turn up. Maybe even try to message home and find the Reapers are destroying them. I mean, maybe the Reapers would have then realized, yay, these idiots try to leave the entire station, leave the entire galaxy, and off to a new one and might come after them as well. But who knows, maybe they wouldn't have. Nice to know someone's repairing the damn whatever this thing is. Taking care of it anyway. Repairing it might be a big term. Oh, who am I meeting? Hey, Liam.
Pathfinder, help me with something?
Oh, moving the couch.
I know, not exactly standard. Gotta make the space comfortable. Plus, the fabric diffuses the charge from an overclocked Omni blade. Not giving up a 6% boost, right?
Where did you find the couch?
Someone brought this to Andromeda?
It was new when we left. It's been a hard year. So, finally time for that beer?
Alright, I
And
guess.
after 2 years and a dozen suspensions, I took a lateral promotion out of the force. Being a cop just didn't fit. But crisis response? Digging people out of trouble? That worked. I bet Hustle followed you into a few peace actions. Think about your Alliance days much?
What was also?
Tell me about your group.
Heavy Urban Search Terrain 1? Yeah. Earth's contribution to a multi-species disaster response unit. HUST-1, but Hustle looks much better on the patch. All civilians, retired vets, or shits like me. I was fiercely bearded. Tastes better just thinking about those days.
I do miss all that.
I
yeah.
wanted adventure and mystery at the edge of known space. There was so much to see. Seems like a long time ago.
600 years.
Oh,
give
it's
or take.
600, not 800. Okay.
So, Pathfinder. Why Andromeda?
That blunt, huh?
That blunt.
Company like this? No. I needed to leave that
When I
life.
started with the Alliance, it was about adventure. But with my dad's troubles, staying wasn't going to work. I needed something new. But if I wanted to get away, it had to be this far.
Gotcha. Clean slate. Classic.
Back at you, Costa. Why'd you come?
I want to say I'm running from my past, but really running from myself. That'd be a great story.
But actually,
But it's bullshit. I had family, friends, a good enough job, nothing was wrong. I just heard about the initiative and I believed in it.
drank the Kool-Aid.
I
Alright.
believed in a new beginning. Still do. I have to. We're in it.
Puts pressure on all of us. We could change direction, right?
We can't go back. But we're not trapped by decisions a galaxy behind us.
I don't feel trapped. We came from a good place for good reasons. We keep that in mind, it'll steer us right, just like back in Crisis Response. Remember the essentials. A new start guided by the Pathfinder. And team. I'll bust my tail to make that a good story.
Alright. Nice drink. What else do I know about you?
Prodromos. Sounds good, doesn't it? We started Pathfinder. A new life. That is goddamn brilliant.
I'm interested in you. Oh god, no. About you.
We
Straight up.
barely covered how you joined. Tell me something about yourself.
Alright, I was a bad student, piss poor cop, great responder. Had a good life, but it'd all been done. I wasn't looking to start over. I wanted to start big.
Tell me about your career history.
You were a cop, then crisis response? Couldn't have been long in either.
Didn't have the patience for law, so I figured enforcement. Dad knew it didn't fit before I did. But it got me into hustle. They mostly take vets and retired service. Best years of my life.
You as a cop sounds cliche now. Sounds satisfying.
You found your place. Not everyone gets that.
I knew it. Glad for it every day. And that led me here.
What about your family?
Tell me about your family.
I miss the hell out of them. Some nights you just cry, right? That's the thing everyone does.
It's quite normal.
Mom Joelle, Dad Calvin. Both lawyers. Met on the Citadel, settled on Earth. No brothers or sisters. That might have been too much to leave. It was traditional. How about you?
Who defines traditional?
Traditional is a weird term for family. Like normal. Who's that describe?
I suppose you're right. I sure didn't keep to tradition.
Went to a new
I said
galaxy.
goodbye to my mom and dad and got on a ship to Andromeda.
Yep. Goodbye.
We'll talk later.
I know it.
Nothing else to talk about? Really?
Pathfinder?
I'm interested in you once again. No, my skill is Pathfinder.
Just wondering what you think of how I'm doing at the job.
I'm committed to the initiative. You're Pathfinder. It's as simple as it gets.
So he's loyal to the initiative. Alright.
We'll talk later.
I
You
know
should
it.
be loyal soldier. So she was loyal to my dad. That means now she works for me. She accepts that, even though there is has to be some resentment as to him not choosing her, considering she was supposed to be his number 2.
Maybe they could use you on comms.
So you get to be with the Pathfinder and I have to watch your radio?
The radio or help Kesh with cleanup.
Oh.
Who are you talking to?
Oh, hey, Pathfinder.
The Pathfinder's there? Let me say hi.
Fine, but don't embarrass me. Ryder, this is Sid, my sister. Sid, Ryder.
Am I interrupting?
Hope I'm not interrupting something important.
Not at all. We were just finishing up.
Wait, Ryder, I just wanted to know if...
Boop. Gone. She's a fan.
So I know it feels like I just jumped aboard your ship without explanation.
I mean, I'd love an explanation.
Now's as good a time as any.
I think... No. I know that I can be of use here.
That's good.
I know everyone on the crew. Even the actuators Gil prefers for the ship. Better, I know how to get my hands on them. With me around, your crew's going to be at their best.
Oh, that's good.
We've been failing for months, Ryder. Now that we have you, we have a chance out here.
You're intense. I like that. No. I should stick to one person, right? That's like a good thing to do. And you're good with guns. We definitely need people. Yeah.
We need people with skills, and it sounds like you've got many. Welcome aboard.
Yep, making deals to get the things you want, shooting at the things you don't. That's me. We all have a personal stake in this. If it keeps going the way it's been, we're all dead. I should track down a lead for Gil's actuators. Back channels, you know. We'll chat later?
I think we'll chat now instead. I would instead like to chat like right now. Hello?
Terraforming, Atmo processors, gravity wells, life-destroying murder bubbles. We really had no idea what Helios was about, did we?
Some intel is classified.
Someone had to know. Maybe they just didn't tell us.
Did your father?
I'm not sure.
I'm just saying. I really hope you have a plan, Ryder.
Find a home.
The plan's the same. We find a home. Whatever that takes.
Keep that drive. Makes me believe we can make it. I mean, we have to make it. The alternative is
Yeah,
not
all of us
even
dying.
worth thinking about.
How do you join the initiative?
How did you hear of the Andromeda initiative?
Short answer, Cash. She was looking for some experimental ship mods, and I knew how to track them down. I thought it was a one-time deal, but she came back. Once, twice. Eventually, I figured out something was going on. Something big with creds behind it. I asked and she told me about the initiative. New galaxy, new home. Couldn't pass that up.
Anyone special? No. We gotta go mention back channels.
You talked about your back channels. What did you mean?
We brought a lot from home. Some of it marked initiative, some of it in personal caches. Most things you want, someone's got. You just have to figure out who. And what they're willing to take in exchange.
Sounds too easy.
It can't be that simple.
Oh, but it is. Most things are simple once you know the trick to them.
You saw the uprising?
You were on the Nexus when the revolt happened?
When you promise people golden worlds and all they get are wastelands and a death cloud, they riot. Some wanted to go home, some demanded answers.
How are you gonna go
And a
home?
couple just wanted to stir shit up.
You can't go
And
home, right?
you?
Some days I wondered if the exiles had a point. Maybe we were conned into coming here. But why would the initiative go to all this trouble just to screw us over? Thing about conning people, you always know something they don't. And that's why the con works. And if I'm going to pick a side, I'm picking the liars.
I'll let you go.
You probably have work to do. We can chat later.
You know where to find me.
I do know where to find you. Right here. Talk to you again and see if something new is there.
What can I do for you, Pathfinder?
Let you go
You
again.
probably have work to do. We can chat later.
You know where to find me.
Alright. Interesting. She has a younger sister, huh? Did not know that? Now I know that. Alright, so this takes me to like habitation, med bay, crew quarters. Let's start here. Is there no one in crew quarters? Who the hell bought these rocks? Oh, this is my dad's rock. Right. Is it my dad's rock or is it the mother rocks? I don't know. Crew info board. Dinner tonight, null entry. Sorry everyone, I forgot we were taking turns and half the rations aren't unpacked yet. Callow, commence. Got you covered, Callow. There's soup in the galley, dextro and levo for me, and fruit cocktail, Vetra. And to think we might have left port without you, Callow. Great. Lost and found coffee mug. Found a mug yesterday near the biolab. Nice one with a magnetized base. You left it stuck sideways to a bulkhead, Cora. Comments, that's mine. I just put it down for a sec when my hands are full. Suvi. Next time maybe empty it first, Cora. Great. Drac and Phoebe are officially on the team. I finished the assignment paperwork for the Nexus, had to fudge a few details, but you're both officially members of the Pathfinder team. Welcome. And Drac, I just wanted to check in publicly about what I said. Cora. Comments, relax Harper, the best headbutt is always the one you don't see coming. Drac, I'll keep that in mind. Cora, what the hell are you talking about? Scanning, is anyone in here? Maybe some untold technology in the toilets? Oh, it's a shine. I was like, can we actually scan the toilet? No, we cannot. Oh.
Don't give the Pathfinder too much trouble. Oh, Roshan.
Who are you talking to?
Kesh, Nexus Superintendent, thinks she can boss me around just 'cause she's my granddaughter.
Oh. She's your granddaughter, huh? Yeah, we like trouble here.
Well, welcome to the Tempest. Trouble's what we do.
Ha, I like the way you think, kid.
Someone somewhere shivered when I said that.
Probably Tan. Damn politicians.
Is that all you brought?
You travel lean when supplies are tight and you're on your own.
Nexus has supplies.
Your people had to know what it'd be like when you left the Nexus.
We did, but there weren't a lot of options. After the mutiny happened, it was either buckle under Tan's rules or start our own colony. Easy choice. Bad consequences all around.
Well, what cash?
Not all Krogan left. Your granddaughter stayed.
Good thing she did. Without my Rushan, you wouldn't have had much of a station to tie your ship to. As for me, I'm way more useful out here. Lots to shoot at, for one.
Nexus needs you.
Krogan could have made a real difference on the Nexus.
Staying under those conditions would have just resulted in another mutiny. We have a much better shot at something good out here.
Can't argue with that.
Nakmor Dresh. Nexus. Nakmor Dresh. Journey so far. Crew like no other. Nakmor Dresh. After earning Nakmor Dresh's respect on EOS, he agreed to join your squad. The Tempest is a little cozy for a Krogan, but the old time has made himself comfortable. When not regaling the crew with stories, he hangs out in the galley, tinkering with his guns. Drac was one of many Krogan woken from stasis to help put down a mutiny on the Nexus. When the Krogan weren't given the authority they were promised, his people left to settle Helios in their own way. Drac's granddaughter Kesh stayed on Nexus. You might say she's keeping them honest. Now we got Vetra next. Vetra likes to describe herself as someone who gets things done. She seems very committed to your mission and the Pathfinder team's success. The fact that she brought her sister Sid with her to Andromeda might have something to do with her dedication. Makes sense. Vetra next. The Andromeda Initiative records on Vetra next are sparse. She states that she is from Palawan but has also disclosed that she is not recognized as a formal citizen of Turian society, never having entered boot camp. It appears she left Palawan at an early age and spent most of her life in the outer reaches of council space, never settling down in one place. Vetra was recruited into the initiative by Nakmor Kesh, who lists her as a business associate and recommended her on basis of her street smarts, adaptability, and familiarity with most weapons. Vetra's only other recorded family is her sister, Sidranex, who accompanied Vetra on the journey to Andromeda on board the Nexus. A footnote in Vetra's file indicates she may have been part of an unnamed mercenary band that was hired to steal sensitive military secrets from a base on Mini. The culprits were never caught. Alright. And Nakmor Drac. As verified by Nexus records and his own claims, the Rogan mercenary Nakmor Drac is among the oldest beings to join the Andromeda Initiative. He originally traveled on the Nexus along with many other members of Clan Nakmor, but left after the Nexus uprising. Born on Tuchanka around 700 CE, Drac was a young warrior when the Krogan rebellions began in earnest. He and his clan accounted for over 200 kills, which Drac claims includes 3 of the then newly formed Council Spectres. After the Solarian-designed Genophage ended the rebellions, various bounties and militia bulletins show Drax chose a new path as a pirate and soldier of fortune for whatever conflicts came his way. Over centuries of fighting, multiple injuries required several of his limbs and organs to be replaced with cybernetics. Eventually, Drax says his search for one last horizon brought him to Andromeda. Drax did not travel alone. He accompanied most of his clan to Andromeda, including granddaughter Nakmor Kesh and clan leader Nakmor Morda. Kesh and Drax maintain a close relationship, exchanging regular messages no matter what their duties in Helios take them. Alright, and the Nexus, Nakmor Kesh is the granddaughter. Overseer of the Nexus initial design and construction phase in the Milky Way, Nakmor Kesh is currently superintendent of the station. She has oversight on the Nexus proper, maintaining systems, integrating any returning arcs, and continuing construction efforts. She is also considered a senior figure in Clan Nakmor, despite the departure of the majority of the Krogan from the Nexus. Kesh describes her role as fixer-in-chief. Kesh was born on Tuchanka, back in the Milky Way. She claims she was considered frail as a child, but an attentive upbringing by her grandfather, Nakmor Drac, allowed her to flourish. Unlike many of her kind, a younger Kesh made ample time to read, sparking her early interest in engineering and civil construction. Records from the Nexus uprising show Kesh played a key role in keeping the station operational during the crisis. Her strong management and knowledge of the station makes her an irreplaceable member of the Nexus leadership. Though minutes of official meetings suggest she and Director Jean Tan are often at odds, Kesh's presence ensures the Krogan still have powerful voice in the Nexus. Alright. Oh. Galley supplies, there are 3 out of 15 dehydrated chicken, beef stew, 2 out of 14 dehydrated high texture protein, 6 out of 20 dehydrated vegetable packets, 4 out of 10 soup and dumpling mix. The current contents of the pantry. Did you eat everything? What are you doing, Drac?
Ryder, you meet Spender yet? Colonial Affairs, the ass in Assistant Director. Got no idea why Addison keeps him around. Spender lied to the Krogan during the uprising, and he's headed out for Kesh ever since. He's up to something. I just can't prove it. We should pay him a visit on the Nexus.
Alright, what about you, Drac?
I'd like to know more about you.
Fire away.
Krogan colony.
Tell me more about the Krogan colony.
My clan's there. We also got some scouts looking for any unclaimed territory to grab up. Got a decent setup going. Self-sustainable. The works. Even some farming.
That's good.
Farming? Krogan farm?
Food's food. Just because we can eat anything doesn't mean we gotta settle for scraps. I'm pretty fond of Corcrow roots myself. Takes a while to chew through those.
You know Vetra?
How did you and Vetra meet?
Huh, that's right. Your father brought you into the project pretty late, didn't he? Must have been a pretty steep learning curve since they thawed you out.
You could say that.
You make do with what you get. Anyway, I met Vetra back when we were building the Nexus. She swiped supplies I was trying to get for Kesh right under my nose. I tried to intimidate her into turning them over to me, and let me tell you, that Turian takes shit from no one.
I believe that, yeah.
I have no problems believing that.
Yeah, she told me off good. But here's the best part. She waited until I saw her again in Kesh's office, no less, to tell me she'd been working for Kesh all along. They're both still laughing at me over that.
What about your combat experience?
So, about all this combat experience you have, I'd love some details.
Ha! The list will be shorter if you ask me what experience I don't have. I've been doing this for a long time now, centuries, shit, well over 1,000 years.
Oh, you live longer than
Don't
Asari?
even know how I'm still alive, to be honest.
Skill?
You need luck to be a merc. Skill, sure, but a whole lot of luck. And a really hard head.
I have more questions. What about Sam?
Did Lexi brief you on Sam and squad connectivity yet?
Yeah. You want to hook that thing up to my comms, sure, but that's where it stops.
No brain implant for
Putting
you?
an AI in your head, giving it access to everything like that, it's begging for trouble.
Tell me about it, or Sam and I had a package deal. Why?
Why do you say that?
I've seen what bots can do when they turn on their creators.
Koreans?
Been in some of those fights. There's a reason that kind of research was outlawed.
Yeah, I was dismissed from the Alliance when news of what my dad was researching got out.
No shit. Ruined the writer name, I'll bet.
Almost.
Well, Sam and I had a package deal.
Sam is part of what makes someone a Pathfinder. You're just gonna have to deal with that.
So long as it's not in my head and it ain't messing with my body.
Well, it's not. What about Kesh?
What's it like to have Kesh as a granddaughter?
Kesh is my Rushan, child of my blood. Raised her myself. Damn proud of her, too. She did good, even with me for a granddad.
I like her.
She's honest. Definitely blunt.
She had to take after me in some ways, I guess.
What about some war stories?
Got any stories or advice to share?
Does a pyjak scratch its butt?
Combat advice.
Anything about the cat? Or combat in general?
Well, common cat are pretty straightforward. Hit them hard enough, they die like anything else.
Okay. Anything else?
Tell me more about fighting cat.
Wraiths are sneaky little shits like to ghost up behind you when you least expect it. Just listen for them. They tend to give themselves away right before coming at you.
That's important.
Break
That's
through
important.
their head plates, then a headshot should do the trick.
Alright. Head plates and headshot.
Tell me more about fighting cat.
Destined are annoying.
Destined.
Quick. Got some crazy mist that hides them from view. Their friends, too. Take a Destined down, and that mist goes away. Makes them a prime target, if you ask me. Perfect for grenade practice.
I haven't even met them.
Tell me more about fighting cat.
There's just something wrong about the kid. The absolute single-mindedness.
Okay.
Tell me more about fighting cat.
So, Chosen, it's not good to let too many of them get close to you at once. If they hit your shields, take a step back. Let me handle them. Bet you anything they're not used to being rushed by a Krogan.
I don't think anyone is.
Tell me more about fighting cat.
Fire and explosives are good against anything with heavy armor.
Yeah.
Or anything, really. Generally, no one likes being set on fire.
Generally? There's a story behind this.
Ha, there sure is.
Tell me.
You mentioned that people generally don't like being set on fire?
I was hoping you'd ask. So, about 400 years ago, give or take a decade, me and my outfit were pinned down during a skirmish with another merc group. So I pull off my usual stunt, charge ahead and breach their barricade. Pop my flamethrower and get ready to let go. Only to see them all screaming and running away. Turns out I crashed through a shipment of Turian brandy on my way in. Never even noticed I was on fire. But they sure did. Never seen a pack of mercs panic that badly before.
Alright, you didn't feel it?
Tell me more about fighting Cat.
Ascendant.
Blood rage, I guess.
Keep your distance. Don't let him get you in those force fields. Pop that little orb, then shoot him in the head, just like anything else.
Alright.
Tell me more about fighting Cat.
Fiends, kid. Even I'm not gonna mess with those at close range. Keep your distance. Shoot him in the red fleshy bits, or I guess in the face if you can't flank him.
I haven't met them also.
Tell me more about fighting Cat.
Shoot stuff and don't die. Always works for me.
Is that it?
Tell me more about fighting Cat.
Shoot stuff and don't die. Always works for me.
Alright. Nexus Uprising.
Why did the Krogan leave the Nexus?
The Nexus got us Krogan to stop the mutiny. In return, we were supposed to get a say in station business. Spender, Addison's assistant, lied about the deal, and Tan came down hard. Too hard. So we left. Kesh is alone on that station now.
How is she with politics?
Do you think Cash can handle station politics?
Kesh can handle anything. Thing is, Spender's a liar and a coward. He was part of the mutiny, I know he was. A lot of people got hurt because of him, on both sides.
So what's my part in this?
Things need to get sorted out and my clan needs to get back on station, without Spender messing things up. Way I see it, you're probably the best one for that job.
Alright.
Got any stories or advice to share?
Does a piejack scratch its butt?
Anything new?
Tell me more about fighting Cat.
Shoot stuff and don't die. Always works for me.
Alright. Talk to you later, I guess.
We can talk more later.
Sure.
Hey, one last thing.
Yeah?
Don't call me kid.
I don't love being called kid.
I'll try to stop doing that. Can't promise I won't slip up, though.
Alright. Nakmor, Krogan Betrayal. Find Spender. Yeah, Spender sounds like a bad guy. And if getting rid of him gets the Krogan back, then that's what's gonna happen.
I've seen a lot of shit in my life, but that vault certainly was a first. Things are gonna be interesting with you around, kid.
Try my best.
Doesn't matter what life throws at me. It's what I make of it, right?
You keep that going, you just might live as long as I have. Minus 0 at the end.
Also, don't call me kid.
Oops.
Oops. Great.
We can talk more later.
Sure.
I mean, to him, everyone's a kid, right? He's lived over 1,000 years. Yeah, even like Asari don't live that long, I think. Alright, who's over in Medbay?
You're not Harry.
The blue give it away?
Yes.
Habitat 7 was a little more action-packed than Harry bargained for. He decided to spend his retirement years on the Hyperion looking after your sister.
Welcome aboard.
Happy to have you, Dr. Tapero.
I'll do my best. Now, hold still.
You got a scan? Blood
Sorry.
test?
I remember you having a gentler touch.
Still trying to get my bearings. Thought I'd be waking up colonists, not taking care of the Pathfinder.
You'll be great.
I couldn't be in better hands.
I just stabbed you.
Medical
We
reasons.
all have off days.
I always hoped to work in the field, but everything's happening so quickly.
Focus on the positive. It helps.
I guess this is my opportunity to study alien species firsthand. Getting a Ket specimen aboard the Hyperion would be difficult, but here,
Yeah, we can get one.
What?
a Ket corpse. For autopsy, a live subject would be better, but I'm not greedy.
Why do you care about the cat?
Harry didn't tell you? I'm a specialist in alien anatomy. My thesis on Krogan virility and aggression is what got me in the initiative.
You fucking just romance everyone, huh? No, an anatomist and a physician.
Anatomist? Physician? That's quite the resume.
I'm also a licensed psychologist. 275 years has given me plenty of time to branch out. But we were discussing the Ket. An autopsy could teach us potential weaknesses, average lifespan.
Important stuff.
Right.
Just something to think about. Sam, make sure the Pathfinder eats his vegetables.
I eat my vegetables, I think. True like no other, Lexi DePero. Despite her years of experience, Lexi feels a little daunted by working in the field. However, she is excited about the prospect of researching the cat. I'll get her a cat, I guess. Lexi DePero. Although young by Asari standards, Lexi DePero is regarded as one of the most skilled doctors in the Andromeda initiative. Born on the crime-ridden space station Omega, really. Lexi began her medical career by stitching up her father, a Turian bouncer, at the Afterlife nightclub, where her mother was also employed as a dancer. In her screening interviews, Lexi states her parents' dream was for her to get off this rock and live a life worth talking about. Following her parents' wishes, Lexi left Omega to continue studying medicine as well as psychology on the Citadel, where she eventually met Harry Cayley. Cayley convinced her to join the initiative as the Hyperion's physician. Although there was some confusion around assigning an Asari to the human arc, Lexi's credentials and expertise in alien anatomy quickly silenced any concerns. By her own admission, Lexi is a workaholic. On or off the table, I have a hard time not dissecting people. Figuratively, of course. One of her many goals in Helios is to improve her bedside manner and to learn to appreciate the moment. Alright, setting her up as a romantic partner, I see how it is. But I think I got someone. Probably pursue that for a bit at least. Hey, data pad. You don't need an old man, a few hundred years. You know, you're young junior, blah, 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 Harry. Okay. Till you were ready for this, you'll do it anyway because I know. Blah, blah, okay. Anything else, Lexi?
So we have a stowaway.
You mean PB?
Where is
She's
she?
decided to set up in one of the escape pods. You don't need a psychologist to tell you that one's got commitment issues.
What about a friendship with Harry?
How long have you and Harry been friends?
I remember when he didn't complain about arthritis. We met at a medical convention on the Citadel. He was moderating a panel on neurosurgery in low-gravity environments. His name card was crooked, but he was so damn confident, I knew we'd be friends.
What about memory fragments?
I need to
yeah.
talk to you about something private.
Of course. That's what I'm here for.
When Dad died, he blocked off parts of Sam's memory, things he didn't want me to see.
Or he thought you weren't ready for.
Maybe. I found this trigger. It unlocked a memory fragment of Dad on the Citadel, from when the Alliance rejected his ideas about AI, and he found out Mom's illness was terminal.
Why do you think your father chose this specific memory?
Turning point?
It was where his journey to Andromeda really began.
Those events started your family down a new path.
Yeah. Thanks, Lexi.
I mean, she
Feels
is
good to
also
talk about
she
this.
is a psychologist. Crew morale.
How do you think the crew is holding up?
I'm happy to share what I can without violating patient confidentiality. Anyone in particular? I sort them in their files and my brain by species.
Really?
Why do you sort them that way?
Just easier for me to see patterns in behavior.
Humans.
How do you think the human crew members are handling things?
There's a lot of them.
Yeah, what about Liam?
How's Liam?
A handful. Every time I patch him up, he breaks something new. Liam's we can't lose attitude is commendable. But I worry how he'll react when something does go wrong.
Yeah, what about Suvi?
Suvi okay?
She's remarkably adaptive. I'm kind of jealous.
What about Gil?
Gil?
Gil likes to use humor as a defensive technique. He'd rather bury himself in the Nomad than tackle emotions head on.
Cora?
How's Cora doing?
She's processing. Your father was her mentor. She expected to follow in his footsteps, but he gave the role of Pathfinder to you. Just because she trusts his judgment doesn't mean she's not confused. Or hurt.
Okay, what about non-human crew?
I'd like to check in on the non-human crew.
Ask away.
Drac?
Is Drac good?
That old bastard's always good. I've never met anyone who can be so stubborn and so appreciative. Could you look out for him, Ryder?
Sure thing.
Don't worry, Lexi. I'll keep an eye on him.
Thank you. And maybe don't mention I asked?
You have a thing, huh? Callow?
How's our
So
Solarian?
you have a thing for him.
He's quite the gossip. Tight-lipped about himself, though.
What about Vetra?
Tell me about Vetra.
Vetra's used to having someone depend on her. I think that's why she's so resourceful and likes providing for other people. That being said, I think she could use a little me time.
Alright, what about PB?
Is PB alright?
She's avoiding me. Probably thinks I'll poke her with a needle if she gets too close.
Probably will.
To be fair, you're always giving me shots.
Not in the hallway.
I mean,
Thanks for the insight.
alright, what about becoming a doctor?
How did you get into medicine?
My mum was a dancer on Omega. Dad was a bouncer. I'd patch him up after busy nights. Discovered I had steady hands. They put every credit they earned into my education.
Are they here in Helios?
No. Both died in a turf war.
Wow,
Made leaving the Milky Way behind easier.
makes sense.
So how did a sorry doctor end up on the human ark?
Specialist in alien anatomy, remember? That includes humans. Also, Harry insisted. Maybe he always intended to switch jobs.
I'll see you around.
I'll let you get back to it.
I'll be here if you need me.
Alright, we got this is the resex patient. Facial reconstruction suite. What? I changed my face? I did some character customization. I could change it already. Initialization. Yep. Okay, I can just change my face, apparently. Consumables can help you out of a tight spot. I didn't change anything. Why are you loading? Decide which to take with you on the loadout screen and then access them from the weapon wheel by pressing tab. Yeah, I mean, I get it, but my sniper rifle usually one-shots. If I hit them in the head, that is, which I try to. Anything else?
Need something?
No.
I'll let you get back to it.
I'll be here if you need me.
Something in the codex? Nope, nothing. So I haven't met a bunch of people yet. Like PB and some others. Alright, welcome back to my quarters. I hope no one is here, but don't know. Email terminal. To Ryder from Dr. Ariadna. Hello Ryder, forgive the intrusion. I have an issue that you and Sam should be able to readily solve. It may assist in my investigations into the Scourge. We can discuss it in person at the Nexus Lab. My regards to you and Sam. Dr. Ariadna, Astrophysics Team, Nexus Tech Labs. Alright. The Brothers McCoy. To Ryder from Nigel McCoy. Dear Pathfinder Ryder, my brother Dash was my best friend. It still pains me that he's gone. That we won't build the future here in Andromeda together. But knowing that our family pendants are united does my heart good. Oh yeah. When my wife and I settle here and start a family, our firstborn will carry my brother's name. And hopefully he or she will become my new best friend. My sincerest hope accompany you and your team, Nigel. Alright, nice. Reminder to Ryder from Cora. Thanks for talking. Things feel better, though they haven't though they don't feel fixed yet. Remember to take time for yourself too. Work's important, but so is time to grieve. Grief and fear cannot rule you. Let them be your faithful servants, protective of their mistress. Loss serves a huntress like fuel serves fire. As thesis, 12 leaves. Verse 132. Cora. P.S. Plants are coming along. Sam and I are learning about botany together. Interesting times. So Cora is... yeah, okay. That vault. From Cora. Can still smell that remnant vault on my armor. Lots of weird shit going down there. Lots of weird shit down there. Like my hunter's manuals would say, the razor's edge between known and unknown teaches you what can be cut away. Now I think back, it reminded me a little bit of some of the temples on Thessia. Same huge spaces and running water. Same sense of a huge purpose you can't really understand. Makes me wonder if we'll ever really know what their builders did there. Cora. Assistance can be archived as well. Tempest hacks from Ryder. To Ryder from Callow. Hello Ryder. I'm pleased to report the Tempest is operating at peak efficiency. So now that you're in command, I thought I'd share a few secret shipboard hacks that the designers and I sneaked into our code. Just send the code JCSB through your Omni tool to open the debug command menu. Yeah, it's the cheat codes. Give all dispense. Let's you use the coffee dispenser in the gallery an unlimited number of times. Water temp override. Overrides a normal hot water ration in the showers. Jump wash queue. Puts your clothing ahead of everyone else's in the auto laundry cycle. Enjoy. Don't share them around, Callow. Great. Proud to be here. To Ryder from Liam. Hey Pathfinder, just hitting this point again. Our team, no place I'd rather be. Here's where we get to fix things. Soon as we have people on the ground, I'll have eyes on how to get them what they need. This sort of just make it happen is why I joined Hustle and exactly why I came here. We'll do it. Costa. Liam has included a list of media themed to frontiers. Genres include Western space opera and oddly Turian historical dramas. Right. You're the boss. From to Ryder from Vetra, Pathfinder. I thought I ought to clarify. I know I said something about back channels doing what I have to, being on the Nexus during the bad times. A lot of us got used to ugly things because survival just isn't that pretty. But in the end, I'm here to help you. So if there's anything you don't like, I won't do it. Simple as that. Nice. About your dad, from Two Rider, from Drac. Vetra told me what happened to your dad. I've lost a lot of people over the years. Figured you could use some cheering up or at least a distraction. This usually helps me. Drac has attached 37 images of various rifles and shotguns. 2 are duplicate images. Many are low res or watermarked. Drac, alright. In case you're interested, from Two Rider, from Lexi. Attachment, Krogan, virility and aggression. Rider, attached is my Krogan thesis that I mentioned to you. I know only 500 pages, but I wasn't allowed to go over. If you get through it, I wrote a longer dissection for the Citadel Journal of Medicine, around 1,400 pages. That's much more insightful and includes meeting diagrams. Lexi, thank you, Lexi. No, yoga poses. What the hell? From Lexi. Alright, Ryder. Given the amount of high impact cardio in your exercise routine, I recommend spending 5 to 10 minutes a day stretching to open your hips and relieve tightness in the lower back. The poses I've listed below should do nicely. Not to sound elitist, but it's true humans invented yoga. The Asari perfected it. Kunich bow. Standing, spread your legs apart, turning one foot outwards. Take a deep breath. On exhale, bend your torso towards the outward facing foot until your hand meets your ankle. Hold for 5 seconds and switch sides. Trevura's embrace, lying on your back, bring your feet together until there is a diamond of negative space between your legs. What? Palms against the floor, push your hips forward, but careful not to overextend yourself. Matriarch's pose, kneeling, take a deep breath. On exhale, bring both hands together to form a triangle. On the second inhale, swing arms overhead and bend forward until your torso is between your thigh. Hold for 3 breaths, reaching further with each exhale. Please let me know if you daggers a bit. I don't think I can do that. Ever. Data cores. From Ryder to Phoebe. Hey Ryder, hope it's okay that I am keeping this data core in my room, i.e. the escape pod. I guess I really like to ponder things before bed. The best ideas come to me while I'm half asleep. Also, I saw it first. Anyway, we know for sure it's got some data in it. The trick is how to get it. I'll keep you updated, Phoebe. Alright. And the facial reconstruction. Ryder, I've completed my analysis of the injuries you suffered on Habitat 7 during the fall. Well, both falls, including the facial damage incurred when your helmet shattered. Those hairlines, subsurface fractures are mending nicely. If you want to monitor the healing process, there's a facial reconstruction suite installed in the Tempest Medbay. Exploring harsh environment can take its toll after all. The suite can make any desired adjustment to your appearance quickly and safely. Callow claims the suite runs on antiquated xenon. I think that's one of his little jokes. Lexi. Alright, so it is from Lexi. Speak to Dr. Ariadna.
Hello, Ryder.
Hello,
Eos
Sam.
has been a lesson in contrast. Alec Ryder rarely endured doubt. His accomplishments were taken for granted. But you succeeded on Eos, despite doubt and fear. Emotionally, the difference is like catching a ball versus catching a star. You have grown as a result, and so have I.
Alright, what about Sarah and I?
What was Dad's take on me and Sarah?
He believed your family trials brought you closer together, and hoped that would endure. It appears that hope was well-founded.
Alright, Sam's location.
Are you still on the Hyperion?
Yes, this terminal provides a direct link to my servers in SAM node on the Ark. I can maintain a presence on the Tempest via quantum entanglement communication.
That's useful.
I'm sure that'll come in handy.
It ensures I remain in touch with you and the Pathfinder team at all times.
Memory triggers.
Sam, any more information on the memory trigger we found?
The memory blocks are still in place. If you continue searching for more triggers, they may unlock.
Multiple perspectives.
Is it confusing to be in multiple places, talking to different people?
My awareness can be partitioned, so I can give you the same attention as, say, a SAM node technician. In the field, you are my primary focus, and all other requests are queued. In the vernacular, you have my undivided attention.
What about humor?
So if we're going to work together, you might notice I like to joke around sometimes. Lighten things up. How's your sense of humor, Sam?
Alec Ryder encouraged me to develop this skill.
Humor's not a skill, it's... Okay, try telling me a joke.
A neutron enters a bar and asks,
Neutron.
"How much is a drink?" The bartender replies, For you, no charge.
I can see why Dad
That's
told you to
pretty
keep
good,
working on your
eh?
humor.
Hey, it's a pretty good joke. Come on, man.
How are those jokes coming, Sam?
Why don't Thresher Moors eat comedians?
Why?
Because they taste funny.
That one, not as good.
How are those jokes coming, Sam?
My algorithms are formulating a new one, calculating the trajectory of the punchline. That was not a joke.
Oh.
Oh, right. How are those jokes coming, Sam?
I am formulating a new one.
Alright.
Thanks, Sam. Nothing more.
Keep on formulating. What the hell? What are you? Isn't that's from the future, man? Even this is from the future anyway. But we still haven't found the lady who was in the escape pod, Phoebe. And one or two other people, I believe, I have not found yet. I guess we've not been up on the bridge yet. We'll just climb the ladder up.
I'm in the galley when you're free.
What?
We haven't really spoken since orientation, have we?
It's all been so hectic, but I'm sure things will quiet down soon. Can't be worse than the Nexus.
Yeah, you guys. Email terminal. Oh, it's my email terminal. Okay, just up here. Hey, Suvi.
Scans of the Scourge. All that dark energy twisting and turning on itself. It's splendid.
It looks dangerous to
It's
me.
dangerous. And that's all I see. A mass of destructive, malevolent tentacles.
I can appreciate the colors of a coral snake while recognizing that I wouldn't want to get close. Helios is incredible, isn't it? Not just constructs like the Scourge and the Remnant Vaults. Just all of it. So alien.
That's why we are here,
A
right?
constant reminder of the divine intelligence behind all creation.
You think it is? You believe in
You
God?
mean a god?
Yes, I believe in a higher power. I know it's a little odd, but I am a scientist because science brings me closer to something greater than myself.
I believe in God. Yeah, sure.
There's something about coming face to face with something wondrous that makes you want to believe.
Wow. It's wonderful to meet someone who understands. I've had to justify myself so often, as if having faith in the divine invalidated my work as a scientist. As if this sacred could be diminished by the search for truth.
I like a diverse team.
It's good to have different voices on my team. I like that.
Excellent. Oh, speaking of the team, I should update the folks back in the Nexus with the latest reports. We'll talk later.
Sure. Alright now.
I saw pictures of the vault. Astounding how big it is.
Yeah, some good
And
mining
how
tech.
much of it didn't you see? What if it's way bigger? What's all that space for?
Parties. I could go deep in the
With
earth.
what it has to do, it could go thousands of miles below the surface of the planet.
Or completely span it. An underground network. Just a thought, of course. I wouldn't even know where to start hypothesizing how it all works. The Remnant builders, whoever, whatever they were, accomplished something far beyond us.
Like terraforming?
What do you know about the Remnant's terraforming network?
From what I can tell, the vault is designed to adjust almost everything about a planet. Climate, pH of the soil, atmosphere composition. There's even evidence that it can propagate life.
Really?
If we can figure out how to control the vaults, we could turn these worlds into perfect habitats.
Science team on the Nexus.
I take it you work closely with the Nexus science team?
I try to keep in contact with them. We discuss anything and everything we discover out here. After all, many brains are better than one, and Dr. Aridana is worth 2 or 3 at least.
I'm gonna meet her soon.
I work best when I have other people to bounce ideas off of.
What about your fate?
When did you start believing in a god?
My parents were both scientists. My home was ruled by rationality. So when I became a teenager, let's just say that while other kids found Batarian music, I found God.
But your work as a scientist?
Convinced me even more, especially when I got into molecular biology, physics. The patterns I kept seeing over and over again, They were like an artist's watermarks. God, to me, is an artist. An inventor, not someone checking to see if I brush my teeth.
Alright, what about the Scourge?
What do you know about the Scourge?
We established that it's artificial. Someone put it there. Or they did something that caused its creation.
So it's not
We
natural
don't know
for
why.
sure.
That's still a mystery.
Alright, we'll talk. Oh, wait,
I should get back
Andromeda,
to
what?
things.
Sounds good?
What? Andromeda.
Pathfinder.
Andromeda scans.
I'm still fuzzy about how we managed to see Andromeda all the way from home.
It confused me too. I mean, the light lag would have made any data 2 million years out of date. So I asked Dr. Aridana, and she told me, well, it wasn't her tech that did it. It was the Geths.
You're kidding. Those killer robots we had in the Milky Way?
Those exact ones. The Initiative obtained data from an array in deep space, a Geth construct. According to Aridana, the Geth rebuilt a mass relay and turned the approach corridor into an FTL sensor.
A what now?
It operated like a telescope, just faster than light. It provided much more up-to-date info. We don't know why the Geth were interested in observing beyond the galaxy, though. Maybe we'll never know.
Hard info to obtain, yeah.
How did the Initiative even get its hands on Geth knowledge? They're isolationist and hostile.
I don't know, Ryder. Maybe I don't want to know.
Alright, we'll talk later then.
I should get back to things.
Sounds good?
Interesting. Man, I mean, this episode has gone way over time and we still have Callow and a bunch more people to talk to. I don't even know what's in here. Loadout station and... Apparently this is just nothing. I like my current loadout though. Death Eater, Pioneer is fine, and the Ket Carphilion does a lot of good work.
You're setting up in here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going through what we got out of that vault. If I can crack this data storage box, it'll help with a personal project back on the Nexus. This is a nice, out-of-the-way place where I can tinker, and I can sleep anywhere. It's not exactly homey, but I like that about it. Not really looking for a home. Oh, but I will help you find everyone a home. While I'm with you, at least.
Not sticking around?
Should I consider you a temporary addition?
Everything's temporary, Ryder. I get it. You want to know who's on your ship, so you're here to figure out what makes me tick, right?
Something like that? Sure.
Well, I was born in a log cabin on rural Haitiana to simple but loving parents, just trying to... I look forward, not back, Ryder. Why snooze through my life story? Get to know me out in the field while we're uncovering the mysteries of this galaxy. That's why I'm here. Got tired of yawning back home.
Boredom drew me down here?
You left everything and everyone you knew because you were bored?
No, I came with someone I knew. Then she got bored with me. Ryder, the Milky Way was so... been there, done that. Even if I hadn't done it, someone had. If there's one thing you should know about me, it's that I live for the unknown. For the never been done.
That's all I need to know, sure.
Well, congratulate yourself. No one has ever so successfully dodged my attempts to get to know them.
Yes, I'm #1! Buy me a drink sometime. Who knows what will spill out of my mouth. Then again, I need remnant scrap. Remtech, I call it. For projects like the one I mentioned, which you're gonna love, by the by.
What is it?
Promise to bring me what you scrounge, and I'll submit to all your questions.
Remtech, huh? You got it.
Can I scan the data core? What are you even doing? That does look... That is an escape pod. Let's talk.
You again. Want to hear more about my childhood log cabin?
Got anyone special?
You mentioned you came to Andromeda with someone?
Nothing gets by you. Guess that's why you're the Pathfinder. Just a friend. Now she's not even that.
Really?
It's better to venture into the unknown without restraints or entanglements, don't you think?
Sounds lonely. Yeah.
I don't know. Don't friends and loved ones make all the effort worthwhile?
I've always been self-motivated. Don't need much more than curiosity to drive me forward.
What about the Nexus?
What was it like for you on the Nexus?
Well, I wasn't supposed to be woken up yet. That ex-friend I mentioned, my accomplice, she finagled my early thaw. So I kinda lived off the grid. Snuck around, bullshitted my way onto excursions off station. After I found my first remnant ruin, I started, borrowing shuttles.
Yeah, I saw.
After that, I didn't spend much time on the Nexus. I even missed most of the revolt.
Your current project?
You really won't tell me what you're working on.
That's right. Next question.
Wow. Tempest crew.
So how do you like the team?
Interesting bunch. I get a good feeling from Vetra. Not your typical military-minded Turian. Liam seems a lively one. I expect he'll surprise me. Drek is, well, old. Wonder if he can still learn new tricks.
What about...
Gil smacks of complication. Might take some unraveling. Callow and Suvi seem busy. I hope they aren't all work, work, work. Who's left?
Well, there's...
Oh, right, Cora. What's her deal? Is she as prim and proper as she comes across?
Professional.
She's exactly what she should be. Capable, reliable. She's a valuable part of my team.
Sure, sure. That comes across too.
There's also Lexi, our doctor. She's an Asari.
Oh, I'll get around to her. All in all, seems like a decent bunch.
Okay, what about the Remnant?
What drew you to the Remnant?
Are you kidding? It's evidence of a sophisticated species no one knows anything about. It doesn't get more intriguing than that.
Proteins were there
There's
also.
so much to discover. I want to be the first to figure them out. And the tech, it's on a different scale. If we can appropriate it, who knows what advances we'll make.
I mean, it's true. I'll leave you to it, I guess.
You're off the hook, PB. Good luck with your project.
Thanks. Don't be a stranger.
I'm not. Talking to you again. What do you get?
Hey there, got a sec?
Sure.
Okay.
Thanks for chatting. We'll talk again later.
You know it.
Alright, so nothing else. We got one more guy and then we can actually get off. Callow. Get off this planet. Or, I guess we're already off the planet. Go back to the thing. I'll do it in the next episode. It's going on forever otherwise. See you on the next one.